Hi, I'm Janet and I'm an energy healer. You can find more information at divineabidance.com. I'm going to answer the second question I get all the time is how does remote healing work? And how can you do that without being in the same room with someone? And what I would ask you to do is to consider Einstein's theory of relativity. And essentially what that suggests is that the universe holds all time and space at once. And if that's true, then it would make sense that we can access all time and space equally. And in my experience, I've found that to be true. I can go back into, using my ESP, I can go back into a client's childhood, into their experience in the womb, back into past lives. And as a matter of fact, I can, when doing relationship healings or ancestral cord healings, I can even go back into their ancestors' lives. So that's a really fascinating aspect. And I understand that it's a curiosity if people aren't familiar with it, but it's actually really simple in my world. Once I learned it, of course. That's a little small thing. So what that allows me to do is essentially, I feel and believe and have experienced that God takes me to whatever I need to sense, whatever I need to know and understand in order to help me guide my clients to their healing so that they can be aware and work on whatever they need to work on. And what I can tell you from my experience is that there's absolutely no difference between working remotely and which is usually over Google Meet or Zoom, and working in person in terms of the effectiveness of the healing. The one difference is there isn't physical touch, but I think we've all learned that it's amazing how much connection there can be over the internet, over Zoom and over Google Meet. As a matter of fact, I've had the pleasure of working on clients in probably most of the states in the United States, most areas of Canada, Mexico, Brazil, let's see if I can get all this, France, Spain, England, Vietnam, Japan, Switzerland, Kuwait. Those are the ones coming to mind, and I think that's the majority of it. But I would encourage you to look up Einstein's theory of relativity if you have interest. And I want to read a cool quote. "We are slowed down sound and light waves, a walking bundle of frequencies tuned into the cosmos. We are souls dressed up in sacred biochemical garments, and our bodies are the instruments through which our souls play their music." Einstein.